Gervonta Davis, Lomachenko, or Jaron Boots Ennis, Terence Crawford? Who has the biggest super fight of this generation? What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all. So, Terence Crawford and Jaron Boots Ennis is being talked about a lot now on the internet, by a lot of different publications and boxing analysts. But then you have the other super fight that's being discussed very heavily, which is Gervonta Davis and Lomachenko. I just want to discuss or pose the question to the community, which one of these fights is the better super fight and why? Just want to break that down, give my 5,000 nickels for anybody. Lift.
For me, I think one of the best fights in boxing, one of the purest fights in boxing, is Crawford against Boots. But we want to take care of business at 147. I feel like we need to unify. We need those tough tests. And having done a huge gate here on Saturday, I know that we can fill the whole place up against the likes of Barrios, against the likes of Stanionis. And that's what we've got to do before we move to 154. But
alright, so Gervonta Davis, Lomachenko, Terence Crawford, Jaron Boots Ennis. What's really going on?
Better get bad, Jack, because you ain't bad. You're going to get fucked.
So people are debating right now whether Jaron Ennis and Crawford would be the biggest fight of the year or Gervonta Davis and Lomachenko. Which one of those would sell better? Which one of those would do better as a super fight? Which one of those would do the biggest numbers? And it's all, could possibly take place maybe this year, maybe the end of the year, maybe the beginning of next year.
You ain't down with that? Shut your goddamn ass up.
Me personally, I think it's a hard one to call, but I think if you look at the numbers, it's not very hard to call.
What kind of bullshit is this?
Unfortunately for a guy like Terence Crawford, who's got a lot of boxing skills, I'm not the biggest Crawford fan in the world. I've always said he has talent. But I just liked Earl Spence a little bit better than I like Terence Crawford, so
you smoke crack, don't you?
I rode with the Spence side. And me personally, I think because Terence Crawford popularity hasn't always been there for some reason, his fans, they're behind him as the best boxer, but they don't support his fights.
You scum-sucking son of a bitch! Now I got to cut you. That's the rule.
And that's not me as a hater doing that to Terence Crawford. I'd be called a hater because I'm the Earl Spence fan. I'm not doing that to Terence Crawford. That's his own fan base saying how much they love him, but when it comes down to it, they're not buying his fights.
They hit my tire with hatred.
So for a guy like Crawford, I think it's going to be a play on numbers, and unfortunately for Boots, he needs those big names. He's got to get those big names and those big name fights for him to be shoved into the spotlight.
You know where that come from? Watching that damn TV.
I don't think taking an Earl Spence fight now would be the best thing for Boots because it's still risky. If he loses to Earl Spence, then, his career could tank. If he beats Earl Spence, then everybody say Earl's washed up and all this. Plus, Spence got the situation with Fedora going on. So I don't think Boots would be able to make that fight anyway.
Spy in the building!
But I think it would be a question of the numbers, and a guy like Boots, who doesn't have that big name yet on his resume, you can't really push him to the forefront as the number guy.
Look me in my eye and say that.
So when you think about those two fights, who's the guy bringing in the numbers? What's the name bringing in the numbers? Who's the biggest name at the moment in the sport of boxing? None other than Gervonta Davis.
It don't matter to me.
And Lomachenko was there at one point. So when you put those two guys together, and Lomachenko also brings a whole nother part of the world with him, when it comes to that fight. When you put those two guys together, I think that fight is going to do a lot bigger numbers than Boots versus Crawford. Even though Boots versus Crawford is a highly anticipated matchup.
Give me someone that we're trying.
Neither one of those guys have the history of bringing the numbers, and Gervonta Davis alone can bring in the numbers. Just him alone can bring in the numbers. But if you put him next to Lomachenko, another guy who has history of bringing in numbers, then I think that fight would actually dwarf anything Crawford and Boots could bring to the table.
Guess what? My son is coming for you.
Unfortunately for those two guys. Not to say their fight won't do numbers, because their fight definitely would do numbers, but that Gervonta Davis-Vasyl Lomachenko fight is going to be ridiculous.
I'm laughing, but I ain't motherfucking laughing.
I mean, we gotta know where this money going to.
I guess at this motherfucking point, I just can't be nice to nobody. I can't be motherfucking nice to nobody. I just come to that motherfucking realization.
I mean, we gotta know where this money going to.
I'm just getting from the motherfucking airport. I'm just getting bite from the motherfucking airport. I'm in the motherfucking airport, minding my motherfucking business. Waiting on my motherfucking flight, bitch. Just me and my motherfucking people.
I mean, we gotta know where this money going to.
Hell, I get motherfucking approached, and motherfuckers say, can I get a picture? Oh, I know you ain't gonna take no picture with me. I said, man, why wouldn't I take no picture with you?
I mean, we gotta know where this money going to.
You know, I'm, and they said the word. I guess, the motherfucking word started with a G. G-A, y'all up in his red.
I mean, we gotta know where this money going to.
I said, man, I don't get in nobody's business like that. If you want to take a motherfucking picture, let's take a picture. I ain't fucking, who am I to judge you? I ain't got no motherfucking to do with none of that.
I mean, we gotta know where this money going to.
He turned the motherfucking picture around, or she, or how you motherfucking describe it, and take the picture, and then he run his motherfucking ass, I'ma tag you.
I mean, we gotta know where this money going to.
So I ain't paying the shit no motherfucking mind. I'm going on about my business. Now somebody just sent me the motherfucking picture, just now, and in his motherfucking caption, in the picture, he put me and Bae just waiting on our flight.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
What did you say, nigga?
God, if you listen, hell!
I said, boy, I can't be no motherfucking nice to nobody no more.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. Don't like button for me. Share, subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tubes or holler at me over there. You want to collab on, feature a product or your channel on my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail, because it is a flock of cards at gmail.com, and we are mine here.
Don't try this at home.
I don't know shit about boxing.
Fast or slow, girl, what's your speed? You handcuff, I set you free. You a bad chick, I must say. Come with me, girl, right away.
She want a double stack, no cheese, meaning other than the pill, I can get it for free. No fee, think it's M-U-D. O-M-G, L-O-L, S-M-H. You come with me, then you'll be straight. I don't give a damn that the mother niggas hate. Turn around, let me concentrate, yeah, they
don't trip, I got what you need. 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 Damn, you cold and so's your friend, but she say they don't like me. Please don't act like you don't know. Style is genius, stupid flow.
My ego so big you might park on it. Nowadays my style got bite marks on it. Great white shark, homie. You acting kinda strange, quite narc, homie. Move back, homie. I'm looking at that ass. She way past boning. Take her to the crib, have her way past moaning. I almost fell when she threw that ass on me.
Don't trip, I